What if I told you that speaking eloquently isn't about memorizing perfect sentences, repeating what you've heard, or being born with a rare talent? Most people believe eloquence is a talent. Either you have it or you don't. But history tells a different story. Winston Churchill struggled early with public speaking. Maya Angelou wasn't always fluent when she first performed her poetry. Martin Luther King Jr., whose words still echo decades later, didn't rely on memorized scripts to move millions. He relied on clarity, rhythm, and deep conviction. Even Steve Jobs, known for his captivating keynotes, didn't memorize lines. He internalized ideas. Eloquence, it turns out, is a learnable skill, built through thinking clearly, articulating ideas, and letting fluency emerge naturally. Many people believe, if I memorize every word, I'll sound smart. A perfect script will make me confident. But memorization often does the opposite. When you recite, people feel it. Your words become rigid, your voice loses rhythm, your presence disappears. True eloquence isn't about recall, it's about presence, clarity, and adaptability. Now let's dive into some simple habits and mental exercises that can make your speaking clearer and more fluent without memorizing any scripts. 1. Think before you speak. The foundation of eloquence is structured thinking. Your brain must organize meaning before language. Take a brief mental pause before responding. Use simple internal structures: problem, insight, action, past, present, future. Use analogy to anchor abstract ideas. Churchill didn't memorize sentences. Martin Luther King Jr. didn't memorize cadence. They thought deeply about the idea, then trusted the words to follow. Neuroscience supports this. The default mode network, responsible for abstract thought and insight, activates when you pause before speaking. Eloquence begins before the first word. 2. Speak in ideas, not sentences. Eloquent speakers don't chase perfect phrasing. They focus on ideas. Reduce thoughts to key concepts. Break complexity into chunks. Prioritize articulation, clarity over cleverness. When ideas are clear, fluency follows naturally. Maya Angelou once said, "People will never forget how you made them feel." That feeling doesn't come from polished sentences. It comes from ideas expressed with clarity and emotional alignment. 3. Practice without scripts. You don't need scripts to improve your speaking. You need thinking practice. Explain ideas out loud, to yourself. Record short reflections and listen for rhythm, not mistakes. Teach concepts in your own words. Steve Jobs practiced this constantly. He rehearsed ideas, not lines. This is how articulation becomes automatic and fluency becomes embodied. 4. Learn to listen before you speak. Eloquence is not just expression, it's response. Great speakers listen deeply, then organize their reply. Listen for intent, not just words. Reframe internally. Respond with structure and analogy. Research shows active listening increases cognitive flexibility, allowing speakers to respond with clarity and precision, without preparation. Susan Cain explores this deeply in her book, Quiet. She shows that some of the most effective communicators aren't the loudest in the room. They're the ones who pause, who listen fully, who think before they respond. In a world that rewards speed and volume, quiet processing becomes an advantage. Silence isn't weakness, it's cognitive preparation. This is why eloquence often emerges not from talking more, but from thinking longer. 5. Body, voice, and presence. Your words carry weight, but your body and voice carry meaning. Open posture builds trust. Vocal variation sustains attention. Controlled breathing stabilizes thought. This is where something interesting happens. What people often call charisma quietly emerges here. Charisma isn't a personality trait. It's the byproduct of clear thinking, articulate speech, and calm presence aligning in real time. Martin Luther King Jr.'s charisma wasn't loud or theatrical. It came from moral clarity, rhythmic delivery, and complete presence in the moment. Here's a simple daily routine. 1. 5 minutes of silent reflection on one idea. 2. 2 minutes explaining it out loud, no script. 3. Share one idea with someone naturally. 4. Brief reflection. What felt clear? What didn't? Over time, this trains eloquence, articulation, fluency, presence, and yes, charisma. Closing. Eloquence as identity. Being eloquent isn't about flawless sentences. It's about clear thinking expressed with confidence. When ideas are structured, articulation sharpens. When articulation sharpens, fluency follows. And when all three align, people feel your presence. Don't memorize words, build clarity. Let eloquence emerge. If growth and learning matter to you, you're in the right place. Let's build better skills together.